So I am here in the Senate reception room right outside of the floor where Senator Cory Booker is still speaking, and I'm very honored to be here with another amazing senator from the great state of New Jersey, Senator Andy Kim, and you tagged in, right, to help out Cory Booker. So tell me a little bit of what you were talking about, because I saw from the gallery and you guys were talking about Social Security, and I know that Elon Musk, that unelected billionaire scammer that we all can't stand, has talked about how this is a Ponzi scheme.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Elon Musk is calling Social Security a Ponzi scheme. The Commerce Secretary says that anyone who's complaining about late payments for Social Security must be a fraudster.
I saw that, and I'm like, do you not know how many grandmas are going to call and complain?
I know. Well, he said his mom won't care, but that's also because her son is a billionaire,
right.
And maybe that has something to do with it. Not everybody has a billionaire son, and it's just callous and just downright cruel. And my dad, and this is what I said this to Cory. My father, he's really struggling right now. He's got a lot of health issues, and he's dependent upon Social Security for his entirety of his livelihood right now. And a missed payment is just it would be devastating to him and to so many others.
I just wonder how many folks out there, since just trying to wrap my mind around their logic, that if you complain about missing your check, that you must be committing fraud.
Yeah.
How many of you guys out there are not going to complain if your paycheck doesn't deposit on time? You're just not going to say anything. You're not going to complain. Does that make sense?
No.
None at all. And it's the same thing with Social Security, which again, this is something that folks pay into the system.
Yeah.
They're acting like they're giving people this massive gift when people like your father, he worked
over
for
the
that.
course of their lives. They pay into this. And look, I think about this, just across, the state of New Jersey, so many people, they're worried. This one woman was telling me, she's got so much anxiety that it feels like it's hard to breathe right now.
Yeah.
And how much unpredictability are in our lives. It doesn't have to be this way. This is all Trump and Musk's doing. We don't have to live with this type of anxiety. We don't have to live with an economy that is going up and down just because we have no idea what's going to happen with tariffs. And all we know is that our prices are going up after this president said that he would work to lower them, but in fact, he's making things worse.
Everything I've seen in the grocery store is either the same or even more expensive, actually, since he came into office. So I have no idea where these lower prices are coming from.
Yeah, so, with Cory, I'm so proud of him right now, being his fellow senator from New Jersey. I had to come out here in the middle of the night and help lift him up and make sure he's got the energy.
Which, by the way, folks, it's 2:17 in the morning according to the clock, so definitely in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and I just wanted to make sure because he's doing something that is hopefully going to get the nation's attention and spotlight, just how scary of a moment this is. Yeah. And I get it, people don't want to have to read the news and dive into all of that. And I'm not asking them to dive into it like an encyclopedia about this, but to understand the basics, understand the challenges that are being faced, and to really understand that this is not a normal moment for this country, and that it really requires all of us to step up. And Cory's leading by example, and that excited me to step up, and I'm hoping others do as well. And I hope we can do this because we need to stop this damage. I still believe we can save Medicaid. I
do too. I think it can be happened. I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, on your platform, you're there, you're doing these things. Why? Because I do think we can still turn things around as Americans.
Yeah.
I think we can still save what we have.
No, I mean, everybody that's out there, if you know people in your family or others that have disabilities, tell those stories about how they need that care. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, long-term care that requires Medicaid, tell that story. 1 in every 3 kids in my state of New Jersey gets their health care through Medicaid. We need to share that story because it shows and pushes back on the Republicans to say, oh, it's only for, lazy people that don't want to work. That's not the case. So, I think exposing that and showing what kind of harm could happen to people, just people in our communities that deserve better. And that's what I think, Cory's doing. That's what I think all of us should be doing. And that's real action. I mean, we saw how in 2017, this grassroots mobilization stopped the Republicans from gutting the Affordable Care Act. We can save Medicaid in the same way that we were able to save the Affordable Care Act and try to push this country in a different direction.
Yeah, we've just got to be loud and let them know that
Yeah.
this is not something we're going to take. And I appreciate the fact that you, Senator Booker, other folks are here tonight being loud and letting the Republican Party know, hey, this isn't right and we're not going to take it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.